Hi everyone, today's video is going to be a little different from my usual videos. Today is going to be all about when to throw out your makeup. I know, but you do. And really you should be using it up beforehand, but I mean, like, I have products that I've had for years because I am a makeup junkie and I buy copious amounts of products when I really don't need them. So this is a little how-to guide of when to throw out your makeup. I have an addiction to mascara. Every time I go into like Walmart, CVS, basically any drugstore at all, I have to keep my blinders up because I will like look at the newest mascara and buy it. And half the time it's definitely not worth the money. This has a 1-year shelf life. The reason why you want to get rid of this is because it does get dry and cakey and it actually flakes off as well into your eyes, so nobody wants that. Now when you are using your mascara, a helpful hint is to actually pull it out in one motion and then use it. Don't pump your mascara because that does trap in bacteria and air and it dries it out faster. The next item on the list is foundation. Now this has a year-long shelf life and then you gotta check it out. So I have lots of foundations that I have had for quite some time. Especially if you have your foundations that you wear in the summertime and in the wintertime. I know that I'm not the same color. I'm very tanned in the summer and then in the winter not so much, quite see-through actually. So I tend to use different foundation. The reason why you want to chuck this foundation after a year is because it doesn't give you the same coverage as it did at the very beginning and it tends to not stay on as long. As for powder foundation, that does have the lifespan of 2 years, so you can get a bit more of the lifespan out of it. The next product is concealer. This actually lasts me quite some time because you're only using small bits of it, but this actually has a 12 to 18 month lifespan on it. So you have a bit more than the foundation. You do use a lot more of the foundation product than you do the concealer. So that is good that it has a longer shelf life. Make sure that you have lids because this one actually, I know this is like, that's like, hello, of course I have lids for all my stuff. You'd be surprised what's in my makeup bag. Nothing has lids in my makeup bag and I I don't, yeah, it's how it is. The next items are blush and bronzer. Now this stuff lasts me forever. I think I've actually had this for like 2 years. It's massive. Like, look how it's crazy. That's so big. So I don't think I'm gonna get, like, I'm still gonna use it. I know that you're not supposed to, but I think it'll be fine. Great tip for actually bronzers and items. Now, so this one is kind of breaking up, and what you can do is actually you can scrape it out and then you can put rubbing alcohol in with it and then pat it down into another container and then let it sit overnight. The alcohol will actually evaporate and your product will be good as new, like completely packed down, and you'll be able to use it. So with the blush and the bronzer, the reason why you can't keep it longer than 2 years is because it doesn't deposit well on your skin and it just doesn't glide on as well. You can still use it, but I mean, it's not going to look good. It's going to be patchy in certain areas, so you really want to get rid of it. As for eyeliner, it really depends on what it is. Liquid actually gets more bacteria in it, and the pencils can actually last for up to like 3 years. But I would recommend every time you do use the pencil, sharpen it beforehand and it'll actually stay fresher longer. The reason why you want to throw these out is because the liquid and the gel do get a lot of bacteria and you don't want to be putting those on your eyes. And the pencil will actually become cakey and crumb off. So that's not really how you want your eyes to look. As for lipstick, there is a lifespan of up to 2 years. After that, it doesn't glide on as well and it becomes cakey. The moisture really kind of evaporates out of it. So you definitely want to get that off of your lips and not on them. Lip liner has a 1-year lifespan. Make sure that you do sharpen it before every use so that way you get rid of that bacteria and that dry part of the pencil and you keep it fresh, and so that way it just glides on so much better. So one of my favorite products in the world is nail polish. This has a 1-year lifespan. After that, it becomes gooey and cakey. It doesn't glide on your nails as well, and it doesn't really give you that nice pop of color. But if you are in love with one of these items and it's coming to an end and it's kind of getting a little gooey, to stretch it out, you actually can put a couple drops of nail polish remover into the bottle and shake it up and use it for a lot longer. As for these guys, makeup sponges. We all know that sponges are like a cesspool of bacteria. Now, we're not really using these to clean dishes, right? A month lifespan on them, but you should be cleaning them after every use. For cleaning your sponges, you can use warm soapy water. Just kind of rinse it out, squeeze it out, and let it dry overnight. As for brushes, these guys, I would recommend cleaning them once a week if you are a heavy user and once a month if you're not. For my brushes, I actually use a brush cleanser. You can use baby shampoo actually for your brushes as well with warm water for your brush care. A great tip for brushes is actually to make them last longer right away as soon as you buy them. Doesn't matter if they're synthetic or if they're real hair. Take them out of the package and wash them, let them dry overnight, and that will actually give your brushes a longer lifespan. If you are not sure about your makeup, if it's cakey or crumbly, you definitely don't want to use that anymore and you want to throw that out. And look at it this way, now you get to buy new makeup. Come on, everybody loves that. Makeup shopping spree, Sephora, MAC, yes, I think so. This is one thing that hardly anybody thinks about, but your makeup bag. Right here I have a Lancome makeup bag and I love it, but if you actually look inside, you can see how disgustingly bronzed and linered and just not the best. So what you want to do with this is actually you can soak it in warm soapy water and just kind of like brush it together. I like to flip it inside out so that I make sure that I get all of that makeup and foundation and bronzer and everything that's inside, and put it in warm soapy water, let it soak, and then kind of just like squish it together and rinse it out quite well. This will help your bag become fresh and look like it kind of did when it started. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching my video. These are some helpful hints of when to throw out your makeup products and how to get a bit more lifespan out of them as well. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I'll see you next week.